All right, so I just finished the movie documentary Hebrews and Negroes. It's pretty long. It's pretty long. It's pretty boring. You got to watch it at fast speed and keep clicking through like a lot of scrolls. It's so boring. It's so boring. It is basically it's probably true, but it's just boring. It's like it is scrolls and shows you like a lot of similar wordage. It's like over half the movie could be cut out into like a PDF. Like it's just showing comparison in language, and it makes a valid point that like whatever whatever, but I don't care. Like, what's the purpose of this? Like, some Hebrew Negroes. Is this a weird logic? And also, I don't see why it's anti-Semitic. Like, if you are Semitic, how can you be anti that, right? I don't see anything about denying the Holocaust at all. There's no point in that movie where I even see that even acknowledged. They even talk about the Holocaust. Like, they had this one quote from like a Harewood Rosenthal that's kind of controversial that basically is saying like Jewish folk admit that they worship Satan or something like that, and it's like questionable or like it's said to be false as my research from that. And some people say it's not true, it's a fake interview. People say it is real. So it's like at this point, some people are discredited for saying a quote from somebody, and that's really the issue at hand. It's like a quote from Hitler, and it's a quote from Rosenthal, and they say, you never said that, you didn't say that. So like it's almost like a denial. So like or like discrediting someone just as much as like scientists these days that don't speak for a certain agenda. So it's like it could be true, it could not be true. It seems mostly like it's right. It makes sense. The whole devil worship part, that's some woo woo stuff, like closer to like Scientology kind of stuff. Like, it's definitely out there, but I've heard it said in different circles. It's just weird. It's just weird. My whole thing with it is like, I don't support cutting off dicks. I don't care if you're Jewish, Hebrew, or whatever. Or y'all cutting off dicks. I just can't support any group that ever cuts off a dick. It's the craziest shit in the world. Once again, I watched this movie. It was painful. It was long. It took like days to go through it, and I had to keep like catching up because I just zoned out. Man, what am I missing? And just keep listening, just comparisons of like word lineage, and it's just boring. It's not a fun film. I guess if you're into documentaries, you might like it. If you care about history and some Jew stuff, or whatever that means, you can go for it. It'll paint a bias of like, yo, black people are the original people, whatever. But that can be spun left and right. I've heard so many people spin the Bible on some Esau, Jacob stuff left and right so many times. Anunnaki, there's so many parables intertwined. I don't even know what's real anymore. I just know it's a neat story. It's a boring story, and I still can't support people cutting off dicks. Circumcision, like, it's the weirdest shit in the world. So, amongst that, watched it. It's a boring film. This is a boring, painful film. Like if you don't have like your keyboard to keep skipping forward when there's like a whole list, like it's a whole like Star Wars, you just read a bunch of shit. I'm like, why is this there? You could be narrating this or something, right? So once again, Hebrews and Negroes. I don't know why it's that controversial. It's not that serious. It shouldn't be banned. How's it even banned when they have like rap music out there? You know what I'm saying, this is a weird concept. So like because they banned it, I had to go watch it. Now I'm watching. I want to get my hours back. Like it's nothing amazing about this. Like I've already heard this Hebrew thing of Negroes. I don't got people down for cutting off dicks. That's the whole point, and I can see is like your cult defines cutting off dicks of people, and from that point, I'm just done with y'all. But yeah, it's a unique documentary. I appreciate the hustle for the guy putting it out there. I support that. It's a grind. But yeah, it's just boring. So here's a review of a movie documentary I just watched. And Kuma Necklace is balling, yo. Check it out. Kuma Necklace player. Yeah, that's it.